Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the vlog. We're gonna be talking today about agent-to-agent referrals. Can't wait to get into.
This is my vlog. What are you doing?
My bad. Whoa.
So you might be wondering why I'm standing here in New York City today instead of in Charlotte.
Well, what are you even doing in my listing? Do you even have a buyer for it?
Well, I mean, I thought we were going to talk about agent relationships.
All right. Well, start with forming a relationship over doing a deal on this listing. Since you neglected to introduce me, I'll do it myself. My name is Sean McPeak. I've been in real estate for 14 years. I've worked on new development projects, condos, co-ops, luxury townhouses. I sold in every price point. I've worked with tons of celebrities, big time developers, finance people, you name it, titans of industry in New York. I've been at Serhant since before they got the furniture, so it's been almost 3 years. The company's been around for about that time too, so it's been a wild ride.
You were one of the first to join, weren't you?
Yeah, I was the third to join.
Okay.
Second Sean though, so I didn't get the first. Sean at Serhant.com.
That's tough.
I know.
Real tough.
Happy
So you
to-
like Sean too at Serhant?
I mean, not Sean too, but like Sean down McPeak, but like he was really number one in Sean, so.
So that leads me into why we're here. Why am I 24 floors up in 15 Hudson Yards, unit 24F? This is like, what, 1,000 square feet, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, more amenities than I think all of Charlotte combined has. So Sean and I have been friends for years through the Sell It Like Serhant program, about 3 years now. Yeah, so if we had never done Sell It Like Serhant, we literally would have never met.
Yeah, we would have never met, never been in this apartment, and just talking about doing referrals. And you're a friend of mine, I'm helping a friend of yours, and that's how this whole real estate thing kind of goes around.
I've been talking about this for years, which is that agent relationships are super important, locally and nationally, and that's what brought us here today.
Communities within the real estate community are like the new hottest thing. We have Sell It Like Serhant, which is how we met, which to me is the biggest, most badass community out there. The amount of referrals that go through alone, but plus the education piece. And then everyone's like a content film star too. And it's just an amazing thing I've seen in how people have really grown their brands and their business in like the 3 short years I've been a part of the program.
It's a different type of community. There's
Right.
different types of agents in here, and they're not doing the same things that everyone else around the country is doing. I mean, we literally flew to New York today for the day just to come up and see this.
And that's something only you and Ryan Serhant would do.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So I really do appreciate you putting your faith in me, even though you already know I'm the man. But no, it really goes to show, it's really about the agent relationships and how important they are. And even more than that, like just sending each other referrals in business, like building a friendship, having a relationship, and then when things like a real referral comes up, we can really come together in order to like make a successful transaction happen.
Yeah, so like when I am referring someone to you, I'm sticking my neck out to make sure that you're gonna help them and also not tarnish the relationship that I already have with the client, right? And so I'm putting a lot of faith in someone when I'm sending out a referral, and that's part of why the relationships are so important, because you're able to make sure that not only is the unit gonna get sold, but that the client themselves will be taken care of and enjoy the process working with you.
Of course. I mean, even more, when it comes to referrals, it's always a relationship, right? Because you don't want there to be a sour taste in someone's mouth that really matters to you that you introduce an agent to. So it's always good to just have a full kind of scope of that person's personality, the way they work, have a track record, it's not just sending something to someone random, it's about the relationship. And I think that's a mistake that a lot of people in the business have been making for a long time, not properly reaching out and staying in touch with people they, potentially could do business with.
Or flying up to see the unit that they're selling, right? Because who else does that? I think that it is also super important to think when you are a newer agent and you're getting into the industry and you're thinking to yourself, like, why do I need to meet other agents? Why would I go out and network? Why would I go to realtor events locally? Why would I go join these communities nationally? Because like all I care about is just helping people buy and sell. This referral world is so vast, and there's so much that could be done.
And we've been doing this for years too, right? So we've had opportunities to speak at length about different listing strategies, different markets, how they compare and contrast. There's so many things I've learned from you, especially as you've grown your brand tremendously, and you're like the all-star of Sell It Like Serhant. We send your videos to other people trying to figure it out, Even talking to you just like helped me really sometimes like simplify some of like the complicated things I think I'm working on. Just looking at things a little more clearly. In New York, we get so wrapped up in how things work and how fast they have to be. Sometimes it's good to have a different outside perspective in order to just like let you know, like, hey, real estate is relationships. The relationships come before the real estate, always, no matter who you're dealing with. And I think that's just like something that people overlook a lot.
They do. And that's across all industries, especially in the entrepreneurial world and especially real estate agents. It's not just about having one agent in every single city, in every location or state or whatever. When you're looking for referrals, you want to have like multiple people that you feel like you can trust based on your personality of your client, right? Just like how a client, a buyer or seller is going to pick you based on, yes, on your sales track record and their confidence that they have in you and if they like you and they trust you. But also the big thing to me is making sure that they actually like you.
I totally agree. And this just goes even across the spectrum of real estate transactions. So I'll match up my just regular clients with lawyers I think they'll get along with.
Right.
I'll match them up with a contractor that I know that will fit their personality better. If everything else is equal, I want them to just get along on a personal level. And then, that comes back to you in a positive way. But the matching people's personalities together, you can only do that when you have a relationship together. Not every tool is right for every job. Our relationship's at a point where if you sent me a referral, I would tell you straight up if I didn't think I was the right person for the job, or maybe swap someone else in for me, just because I know how important it is to perform for you.
That is a telltale sign of a very good agent, because if you're confident enough to say, hey, I'll talk to this person to try and help you out, and then the next phone call I get from Sean is either I can help him out or I can't or I will not, then that means you're not just taking everything on. You're not just doing whatever you can. It's that you're going to work with the best people because they deserve the best service, and that's what you're going to provide to the people that match your personality.
And I would never do anything to jeopardize our relationship. I would never say yes to something where I'm learning about a new neighborhood or product or something like that. I'll only take something on from you because of a relationship, because I know that I have expertise in it and I'm going to make you look good at the end of the day and make your client happy, which is what we all want.
It is, especially looking good. All right, so we're in New York City. I got to see some cool real estate, especially because the New York market is so different than the Charlotte market. So can we go see some stuff?
I'd love to. Let's head out, but tune in next week to see where we go.
But be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube.